Assalamu alaikum, chapter direct and inverse proportion. Topics to be discussed are algebraic and graphical representation of direct proportion word problems. This is a continuation of the last video. You can find the link in the description box. For reference, we are using exercise 1A, question 10 to 14 of this book, so stay tuned.
Practice now. Question number 3. The cost of transporting good is directly proportional to the distance covered d kilometer. So it is from the question. Cost is directly proportional to distance. Now cost we know is directly proportional to distance. So we know from the relationship of direct proportion that C is equals to K into D. Let's call it equation number 1. So from part 1, find an equation connecting C and D. Now it's given that the cost of the transporting goods over the distance of 60 kilometer is $100. So the cost here we have is $100 and distance is 60 kilometer. So if we will find out from this relationship, if we will find out the value of K and put it into our equation 1, we will get the equation that connects our variables. Now equation 1 will become 100 is equals to K is equals to 60. Okay, 0 0 cancel, 3 5, and our value of K is 5 upon 3. Equation, putting value into our equation number 1, we will get C is equals to 5 upon 3 D. This is our equation. Question part 2, find the cost. That means we have to find out C when cost of the transporting goods over the distance of 45 kilometers. So D is 45 here, and we know our rate is 5 upon 3. So let's put the values again. C is equals to 5 upon 3, 45 into 45, 3, 15. C is equals to 75. And this is what we got. And for number 3, if the cost of the transporting goods is $120, calculate the distance. Now in number 3, we have to find out D, and cost is given. So now our equation 1 will become 120 is equals to 5 upon 3, 5 upon 3 into D, 5, 24, and D is equals to 3 multiplied by 24 is 72 kilometer. Never forget unit, okay? So this is it. Part 4, Draw the graph of C against D. So for the graph, points on the graph, remember what we talk about, why the line representing direct proportion must lie on the origin, that if one variable, independent variable, doubles, the value of the dependent variable doubles. If it reduces, the corresponding value must reduces, and if the independent variable becomes 0, the other must be 0. So if here the independent variable we know is D, so if it is 0, our dependent variable will automatically be 0. We can prove this through our equation. You can see C is equals to K 0. Now I'm not putting the value because value of K because it's useless, otherwise you can. So K into 0, anything multiplied by 0 becomes 0. So you can see that if one value in the independent variable becomes 0, the dependent will automatically be 0. So one point on our graph is just a minute. So one point on our graph is 0. What if, okay, now what if we are supposing D is equals to 1, or we are thinking that D is equals to 1, what would be the value of C? So again we can put this into our equation number 1, which is D is equals to 5 upon 3 into 1. Now we have supposed a very easier value so that multiplication would be easier, and we already have derived the rate earlier, that is 5 upon 3. So D is equals to 5 upon 3 that is 1.6. Now for graph, you can it's just a rough graph. I'm giving you the idea that 1 has to be 0, 0 point, and with one and 2, whereas since it's 1.6, I am separating and graduating it into 0.5. 0.5, 1, 1.5 and 2. So 1 has to be 0, 1.6 must lie somewhere here. I'm sorry for the mess, but this is just a rough idea for the graph. Question number 12. The net force F Newton needed to push a block along the horizontal surface is directly proportional to the mass in m kg of the block. So from the formula, from the question, we have got F is directly proportional to m, and if two variables are in directly proportional relationship, we can write their relationship as F is equals to km. Let's call this equation as number 1. So when m is equals to 5, F is equals to 49, and then find an equation connecting F and m. Now we know, so two values are given to us, and if we will find out the value of k, the constant, we can easily find out the equation that is connecting these two variables. So for equation, I'm writing it now short form, okay, full form. So for equation and for k, first for k, our equation 1, what will happen to our equation 1? Putting the value 49 is equals to k into 5. So k will become 49 upon 5. Very simple. 49 upon 5. 49 divided by 5 becomes 9.8. And if we will put this k into our equation 1, we will get F is equals to 9.8 m. This is our equation. So first part solve. The second part, find the value of F when m is equals to 14. So F is unknown value, m is 14 kg, and k we already have 9.8. So we can put this into our equation number 1 and we'll get the value of F. Very simple. F is equals to 9.8 into 14. I'm doing it directly. You can keep 49.5 and get the value. It's 137.2 Newton. So the second part solved. Now the third part. Calculate the value of m when F is equals to 215.6. Again, using equation number 1, 215.6 is equals to 9.8 m. M will be 215.6 divided by 9.8. We have to reduce the decimal, multiplying by 10 in both numerator and denominator, and we will get the value 2156 upon 98, and then further after cancellation we will get m is equals to 22. I've already actually solved it, that's why I'm doing it directly. So question number 4, draw the graph of f against m. Now we have already discussed this before, that if the independent variable, that is m, will become, if m is 0, f will automatically be 0. Alright, so this is one of the value. This is one of the point on our graph origin. Also this is directly proportion, this relationship is a directly proportion, and we can automatically keep it as 0 0, because directly proportional line must lie on the origin. Another, for the second point, let's suppose our independent variable is 1. Take a easy value. What would happen to f? No problem. Let's put equation 1. Let's put f is equals to 9.8 into 1. F becomes 9.8. So another value on our graph, another point on our graph is m f. It's going to be m and 9.8. Okay, now you can plot the graph easily. I'll show you the graduation. 1 and 9 point, since it's 9.8, you can do this 5 10. Okay, and 9.8 must tie here and here, and this is going to be kind of the rough graph. F is equals to km.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates.